Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on Facebook Live today. I'm Ryan Richardson, this is Daniel Temple. We're physical therapists at TherapySouth Hoover. We're so thankful that you took a few minutes out of your day to join us and listen to what we had to say. So today, we want to talk to you a little bit about running and some of the running injuries and things that we see, and we hopefully want to give you a few tips, things that you can work on at home for all of you runners out there. It's a perfect time of year to get out and run, so let us take you through a few things that you can do to maybe warm up, strengthen your muscles, and also recover, all right? Daniel's going to take it away from here.
All right, so again, my name is Daniel, and one of my goals today is I want to show you the importance of a dynamic workout. So one thing we've got right here, this is a dynamometer, so it's going to measure how much strength Alex has. Generally, when you do a good warm-up, sometimes you're going to get better performance out of your muscle. So what we hope to see is when we do this treatment to her, she's going to be a little stronger in a few minutes. So Alex, I'm going to get you to go ahead and lift up. So pick up pretty strong right there for me. So we're going to see what number we're on right now. So she's lifting about 23 pounds worth of pressure right there. So my goal would be to kind of do a little soft tissue treatment here on there. It's not a real long treatment. We're just really shooting for about 30 to 60 seconds. It's this glute area. This is an area that is very vulnerable in runners. A lot of times people don't activate these muscles well, and so it can cause some performance issues with running. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this. We're going to go about 30 to 60 seconds. Ryan's going to take you around and show you a few other options. These may be a little bit too expensive for you, so we're going to show you some cheaper options that may be more manageable for you at home.
All right, so most of y'all are familiar with a foam roller. You've seen these in your gym. You might have one at home. Wes is over here. He's just demonstrating an easy way to try to hit the glutes in your warm-up. Now, you can do this for multiple things, but as a warm-up, you really just want to hit this muscle group for about 30 to 60 seconds. You can change your angles to hit more of the gluteus maximus or gluteus medius. The foam roll is a great way to see if you can get that warm-up started. Additionally, Beth over here has a massage stick. Again, there's a lot of varieties of those, but again, simple. You're just trying to get the massage stick kind of over the soft tissue, trying to work it out a little bit. And again, short duration is plenty good for a warm-up in this activity. So you can get these on Amazon. This is a tiger tail, very nice and durable if you want that, but there's a lot of options for you out there. Daniel is going to continue with his hypervolt, and we're going to retest here in just a second to see how we're doing.
All right, so we're kind of wrapping up here. This is that posterior glute area that Ryan just took you through with the foam roller and the massage stick. So we've gone about 30 to 60 seconds now. So we're should have enough treatment for an improvement. Really what this is doing is increasing blood flow and turning the nerves onto that muscle. So you're using that nerve to recruit the muscle a little bit better. So before we were right at 23 pounds of force. I'm gonna have her lift up as strong as you can. Lift for me. Okay, and we've increased to 26 pounds of pressure. So just that small, short little warm up has increased 3 pounds of force on her. So ideally she's using that muscle better, which is so important when you're out running in the community. So while we're over here, I want to talk about one more concept that you may not have thought about as a runner. So this is the running with and exercising at tempo. So what I mean by that is most runners run at a cadence of about 180 strides per minute. So what we're going to do, since we're working with one leg, we're going to take that number, divide it in half, and we're going to set it for a tempo of 90 beats per minute. So if I take her up here and I test her at that tempo, I'm going to push on her. She's not able to control and hold her leg at that position for that tempo. So she should be able to kind of keep it there and control it in that position, which she's not. So we're going to slide this band on her. Lots of exercises you can do at tempo. This exercise is called the clamshell, and it just happens to be one of the easiest things to do at tempo. So what I'm going to have Alex do, we're going to put this around her thighs, and I'm going to pick her up and show her the position I want her in. So I want her kind of in that position without rocking. And what she's going to do is she's going to go up and down and hit my hand at that pace right there. So what this is doing is it's training her muscle to fire at the same pace that she would use when she's running out in the community. She's going to get tired pretty quickly right here. So usually I'll tell the patient to go till they feel a good burn, and she's starting to get where she's not lifting as high, so she's going to take a break. Usually she's going to got to do 2 or 3 rounds of that, so just basically muscle failure or where she starts to feel just a really good burn. And working at that tempo is going to help her a lot more when she's out in the community as far as the running goes. Okay. All right, so Ron's going to take you over here. We're going to kind of take you through a few other exercises that are helpful as part of a warm-up or to kind of activate your glute strength.
Yeah, so you can use this as a warm-up, but these are also just great exercises that we use pretty regularly for strengthening. We know that there's a lot of runners out there who have trouble because their glutes are not activating as well as they should. So here's a few strengthening exercises. The first one, we call it a runner's lunge. So Wes is going to kind of demonstrate that. Most of y'all are familiar with a lunge movement. The only caveat to this is we're going to try to see if we can create a little bit better hip extension by driving up with that opposite leg and opposite knee, so that you can come up to about waist height right there, and you can see how he's trying to activate those glutes at the top of that movement. A couple things that we might be looking for too as Wes kind of turns around. We want to just make sure that things are symmetrical. We're trying to make sure that if there is any imbalance, that we're correcting that. A lot of times we'll notice some caving in of the knee with glute deficient athletes or patients, and so that's things that we can look for to try to correct. But this is a great one for hip extension to work on your glutes, so see if you can add that one to your routine. Another one that we've got pretty quickly is sliders, is what we call them. Again, you may notice that we've got an actual slider right up under Beth's toe right here, making it really nice and easy for her to get this movement. Now, you may not have one of those available. That's okay. You can substitute by just doing a sock on a nice hardwood floor or tile floor. You can also do a paper plate. I've heard of that one as another option. But the goal here is to try to create hip extension, okay? So she's doing a good job of kind of extending with her glutes. You want to make sure that you're not trying to compensate with your low back, that all of the motion is coming through the glute muscles right there. You can change your angles too. If you want to hit more extension, you can go straight back. If you want to try to get a little bit more of the gluteus medius, you can kind of add a little bit of abduction to it so that she's coming out at an angle. So consider both of those as two more exercises that you can add to the tempo clam. I think those as a group make a really effective warm-up and or strengthening exercise for running. Additionally, we're going to talk about some recovery options that we offer. I'll let Daniel take it away.
Hi, so welcome back over here. So we're kind of showcasing a couple of the recovery options we have. These are part of our wellness package. So we usually sell our wellness packages in either a 30 or 60-minute time slot. The cool thing about that is you don't need a physician referral to come and do wellness. That includes any kind of soft tissue treatment you need. One second. But anyway, it includes any kind of soft tissue treatment you need, so we can do instrument-assisted work, manual massage, dry needling, those kind of things to help you recover. He is showing off a couple of our items here. We didn't get this quite situated on the left side, so it's coming apart. Trying to change quickly between exercises is kind of tough for us, but this is a speed hound. It's a lot like a Normatec, so what this is going to do, it's going to kind of increase circulation through your legs, so when you have those long runs, training for your marathon, that kind of thing, you're going to feel really sore. This is going to help you feel like fresh for your next run. It's going to get rid of some of that soreness after the workout. Another item he's got over here, this is our Mark Pro E-stem. So you can see kind of how it's a slow pulse. So what that stem is doing is kind of pulsing and flushing the muscle of things like lactic acid. Again, it's just really good for muscle recovery. One of our other popular options for the recovery systems. And then anytime somebody pays for recovery, they're also welcome to use things like our Hypervolt as well. But again, the nice thing about this, it's included in a package, so you don't pay for it individually. You're welcome to all these services. If you come in and need to buy a 30 or 60-minute time slot, no physician referral is needed. So hopefully you found this information helpful. Feel free to make comments below. We'd love to answer your questions. And just appreciate you watching today. Thank you.